I'm Kathleen Henderson from Roots and Boots, and in this video I'm going to show you part 2 of raising ducks for duck eggs. In the first video, which I'm linking here for you, we showed you the brooder pen, how to brood ducklings. So this is the first step when you bring baby ducklings home, how to take care of them until they are fully fledged and have all of their adult feathers and are ready to go outside. And in this video I'm going to show you my son's duck coop that he built. This is where those new ducklings that are no longer ducklings, they have grown up and transferred to the duck coop outside. Like my son Malachi mentioned in the last video about how to brood ducklings, his daily routine for the ducks is every night they are locked up in the coop overnight in the dark to protect them from predators. And then every morning, Malachi releases them, opens the duck door, the ducks go out to forage for the day, and he goes in and collects their eggs. And replenishes water and food for them. And so they forage all day, and then at night they come back to the coop and he locks them up. And it's as simple as that. Every night he locks them up, every morning he lets them out, collects their eggs, and makes sure that they have food and water. Ducks start laying eggs around 6 months of age, and my son collects anywhere between 6 to 12 eggs a day from 14 ducks. Depends on the season. You know, when it's cold they don't like to lay as much. When it's prime time, like spring and fall, when the weather is perfect, is their prime laying time. It's just a little hard to predict. Duck eggs are a little bigger than chicken eggs. Their shell is tougher than chicken eggs. It's a little harder to crack a duck egg. And the yolks are a little bigger and more nutritious. They are great for baking. You can do anything with the duck egg that you do with the chicken egg. And they also tend to be well tolerated by people who can't tolerate chicken eggs. So that doesn't hold true for everybody, but some people who can't do chicken eggs can do duck eggs. And in fact, a number of my son's duck egg customers are people who can't do chicken eggs, and so they love getting fresh duck eggs straight from our farm. If you happen to be local to us, we do carry my son's duck eggs at our farm stand every day, Monday through Saturday. This is the duck coop that my son built for his ducks. This has been a little while in the making because he's been raising ducks for about 4 years, and for the last year or two he's been talking about coming up with a more permanent housing situation for his ducks. This structure here is the one that he is still using for his established flock, and you can see it's a little bit ramshackle and has been kind of limping along. It's done the job to keep the ducks protected at night from predators. He was wanting something that is a little easier to move and also that has more room because he has added to his flock this year. And he wanted something that has a little more curb appeal. It's a little nicer to look at. He built this coop completely on his own. He used plans that he purchased. It was just $10 to buy the plans, and I will include a link in the description below the video. He spent about $200, I think, on materials. We did have a few materials on hand already, but he did purchase most of the wood and the metal conduit and the tarp and the chicken wire. We have another video all about brooding ducklings, and this is the next step. After the ducklings have fully fledged, they've gotten all their adult feathers, then they're ready to move out to pasture. So right now Malachi has this new flock of duck cooped up in this duck coop. He locks them in there for at least a week or two to kind of train them that this is home. And then when that time period is up, he will begin to release them during the day so they can forage. Ducks love to forage. They are more wild than chickens, a little less domesticated. And the coop serves the purpose of keeping them safe at night when it's dark and there are predators about. The features that he was looking for in a duck coop build where he wanted it to be light enough to where he could pull it himself, that it could be pulled by one person, but still substantial enough that it's not going to blow away in our heavy winds. He also wanted to be able to walk into the coop, so this is perfect because he can walk into that center where the door is, and it makes it a lot easier for him to collect eggs every morning. He needed it to be large enough to accommodate his entire flock, which when he adds the new flock is going to be around 35 to 40 ducks. And of course he wanted it to be sturdy enough that it will last for years and be predator proof. If this video was helpful to you, please give us a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to our Roots and Boots YouTube channel for more homesteading, homeschooling, home-based content here on YouTube.